You got the boys with the toys and the big making noise.
That's great, it starts with an earthquake, birds and snakes, an airplane.
Hello and welcome to Andy's Little Sci-Fi Horror Show. My name's Andy. This is my little 10-minute window to the rest of the world. And this is day 56 of the zombie apocalypse. Social quarantine.
Meet me on the roof at 9 o'clock. Getting out.
And I have gone numb to this whole thing. It has been defeating a little bit. I haven't actually filmed this show in a while, and I was talking to Drew last night. Actually, not really talking to Drew because we can't talk. We're doing chitting back and forth, and I told him that, and he was like, you should just do a show. So I'm doing a show. This one's for you, and I'm here to find a little humor in this whole scenario, addressing a genre of movie that has popped up in the last 2 decades, last 20 years or so. The zombie. Yes, the zombie comedy.
This is really happening.
So I guess I should start off with what most people consider the beginning, the 2004 Shaun of the Dead. Not this Shaun of the Dead. Get it? Shaun of the Dead. It's the zombie Shaun. Shaun of the Dead. I brought this to TerraCon with Drew, and I was dressed up as a farmer, and I had a rooster and some a sack of hay in back of me there with some rats coming out of it. It all looked like the claymation. It was absolutely hilarious. But Drew was completely mortified to be seen with me. He'd never admit it. And it was hilarious. Shaun of the Dead. It stars Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. They went on to do a couple of other films together. Paul and At the World's End. This kind of blew up the whole comedy zombie thing, because up to this point where zombies kind of went a little by the wayside, they were like, okay.
I don't want to be a zombie.
You're not going to be one.
He's going to turn into a zombie and he's going to eat us.
He's fine.
Look at him. He's not fine.
We need the antivirus now. No.
I'm getting him out of here.
Leave him alone, Spencer. Help us come.
There's nobody coming and there's nobody out there.
Hi, I have a delivery for Iris Chan.
The antivirus. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Is he okay?
Take the drama out of delivery.
As I was saying before, Edgar Wright's Shaun of the Dead. Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, no zombie sheep. They could have used one. They should make a zombie Shaun of the Dead. That's more like it. We're moving on to 2009's Zombieland.
Planet Earth. Home to over 6 billion people. Today, our very existence is threatened by epidemics, climate change, and dwindling resources. But those are the least of our problems. Welcome to Zombieland.
My mother always told me, someday you'll be good at something. I mean, I don't think she could have guessed that something would be zombie killing. Gotta enjoy the little things. Well, these fellas really let themselves go.
Zombieland.
You guys want some Purell?
Yes. Yeah.
This one was directed by Ruben Fleishner, and it kind of became the American equivalent of Shaun of the Dead. It's a different take on it. Shaun of the Dead had more of a play off of the George Romero classic zombie kind of thing. And this had its own kind of vibe to it, kind of like a revival, kind of what would happen in the actual events of a zombie apocalypse.
Coming to get you, Barbara.
Why do you have to be so cruel?
What?
Show some respect.
The interesting thing about Zombieland, though, it was originally created to be a TV series. A weekly TV series that was going to air, and it was going to be a zombie comedy TV show. And it was going to star the cast. It had Jesse Eisenberg, Woody Harrelson, Emma Stone, and the other girl I can never ever remember her name, Amy something. Abigail Breslin, sorry, for all the fans out there. It's Jesse Eisenberg and Woody Harrelson who make the movie, seriously, in the search for the Twinkie, let's be honest. That's what the movie's about. Like I said before, it was slated to be a TV show. They shopped it to network to network to network, and they kept getting turned down. And they were getting turned down because they were told that a zombie TV series would never work. Lo and behold, 1 year after the movie is done, the premiere of, yes indeed, The Walking Dead. I'm going to take a moment here and shoot some stuff. Oh yeah. We're going to take a moment here and shoot somebody. Alright, we're going horde mode. Y'all ready for this? This is the limited edition crossbow version of it. Oh yeah. Oh. Come on now. Oh yeah. Right in the face. I don't mind shooting her. She reminds me of an ex-girlfriend of mine. Is that wrong to say? Okay, enough of that. The makers of Zombieland were told that no one would be interested in watching a zombie show, which I'm kind of glad that it took off that way, because as a weekly zombie show comedy, it would have set the genre back many, many years. You know, when Greg Nicotero came out in 2010 with Damon, I can't remember his name, but you know who it is. He did The Mist. When that came out, it's really weird to think it's only been 10 years. But that's because I think they took the vibe of the old classic George Romero, Night of the Living Dead, Day of the Living Dead, Day of the Dead, and Dawn of the Dead, and all that video nasty zombie troll stuff that, you know, video hounds and video trolls like us like salivate over. And even though we have them on the shelf and they're on TV, we stop and watch them.
They're on the way.
My point is, it placated to that much more. It was a strong suited structure of the comic book series of The Walking Dead. It's based on a comic book series, obviously you know that. And it's really strange because I met Greg Nicotero right before the whole Walking Dead thing was even, like half a year before it actually came out. He told me something big was on the horizon, and he wasn't kidding, because now he became untouchable. But at that point, I walked right up to him and like, dude, it's Greg Nicotero, and people walking by like, yeah, okay, whatever. He did some stuff with Tom Savini, whatever. I'm like, dude. But anyways, I digress. Now, those people walk by, can't even touch him. I got to sit down and have a really cool conversation with him. It was at that same convention, someone handed me an issue of The Walking Dead, and I was like, it was like a reprint of issue 1. It had to be a reprint of issue. It had to be a reprint. I can't imagine that they were handing out first runs. Maybe they were. I probably should look into my comic book collection. I might have a first edition of The Walking Dead. Or I might just have a reprint. Either way, it's still pretty freaking cool. Anyways, the guy hands it to me, he goes, you know, you like zombies? Check this out. This is the future of zombies. And like, the guy was right. I'm thinking, yeah, all right, whatever. I put it in my swag bag. I checked it out. It looked pretty cool. The guy was on a horse, and you know, like, it was kind of weird because the cover's got like, it looked like a cowboy kind of thing, because Andrew Lincoln's character looks like a cowboy. In retrospect, I'm glad it worked out like that and not a weekly comedy series, which henceforth the Killer of the Week in the movie, they actually pulled right from the scripts of the TV series. Every episode was going to have a Killer of the Week.
What do you think? Zombie Killer of the Week?
Close, but no cigar. Zombie Killer of the Week went to Miss Cynthia Knickerbocker.
So, it might have been a kind of a hokey TV show. And it was going to have like weekly guests, like Bill Murray was a guest. Even just the movie itself, it kind of plays like 3 episodes of a half-hour show. If you look at it realistically, they're on the road, and I guess it's a good thing for all that it worked out like that.